Hi, my name is Kimberly Holcomb, and this is my Week 2 discussion video. As you can see, I have a logo that I have personally designed for my own personal use. I'm going to use it as a logo for my company. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how this is used as a PNG and a JPG and an SVG. The JPEG is 169 kilobytes, where the PNG is 693, and the SVG is 314 kilobytes. It's almost half the size of the PNG, which is actually the one I usually use, but it's bigger than the JPEG. Now, JPEG I only use when I'm using photographs. PNG is what I've been using in the past, and now I'm going to switch to SVG because of this assignment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take and actually show you on a web page, basic web page. I've set the background to a light gray color just so you can see the difference between JPEG and PNG. This is the color, this is the page with nothing on it at the moment. I did that so that you can actually see what the difference is between, like I said, JPEG and PNG and SVG. So let's start with the JPEG. I'll show you what happens with that. When I refresh the page, you can see that there's this big white space behind the image, and that's because of saving as a JPEG. You're going to get the whole picture, not just the image you want, and not on a transparent background. One thing with JPEGs is they are not responsive at all. As you can see, as I shrink the screen, you actually have to scroll back and forth once it's a smaller thing to get the whole image in picture, and even then you can't. So going back to a full screen, I will now show you what happens when we use the PNG file. When I refresh the page, you can see that that white background is gone, and we have just the image, and there's no extra space around it. However, it's still not responsive. You would have to use complicated CSS and trying to get multiple different screen sizes and adjust the size that way. Now, however, if you were to use an SVG, all those problems are taken care of. So as we move on to that, let me try to get back to that. We're going to go into the SVG. As we switch over and we refresh, you see that it'll take up the whole screen, and the colors are off a little bit. That is because I only used the same file, I didn't make any adjustments, and I just saved it. Now, as I actually shrink the screen, you will see that the image shrinks with the screen, and it stays the same size for that screen. You don't have to scroll, you don't have to go up and down, you get the same image, and it's responsive.